home game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Lawrence. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Rams.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good.
7, Iowa State, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. He leaves it with his back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Power football with the run. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Pulls and throws out the RPO.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. The Cyclones brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on second down. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Loss of 1. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Picks up 1. Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Rams will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado State 14, Iowa State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Looking for room. It's Lawrence.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. The give to the back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a fourth down and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Rams have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Colorado State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Iowa State, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That's caught. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On second down, he'll let it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's on target and complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense of getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Iowa State!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the drinks are flowing from the little brown jug as we've got a winner between Michigan and Minnesota. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the maize and blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the grab. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds. downs, and he has the first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Darnold.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll line up for a second down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Rams! And the stomping has commenced. Offense. Job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Colorado State 35, Iowa State 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now the play fake. He's going up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Starting to feel a little pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Rutgers stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Piscataway. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
On the run, it's Lawrence. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The corners are walked up tight. He wants to throw it again. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Sampson. Runs through the tackle. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Try to get it on the ground. And the Rams will keep this drive going. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
So close to cashing it in for this offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado State 35, Iowa State 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Rams trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up first and goal.
3rd and goal from way back there. Looking for a gap. It's Cross. Strong, firm tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Iowa State, 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Cyclones are in the hurry up. They want to just keep throwing it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Darnold. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down to 5. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Iowa State!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Colorado State, 38. Iowa State, 20.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. time. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Wants to throw on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whitaker. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Got his man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The aerial assault continues. Got a man. It's Lawrence. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Iowa State, 20.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
He's brought down at the 43. Brings up third down.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking for space, it's Hudson. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Fourth down.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. The completion well past the sticks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line getting set on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the connection. He will not pick up the first down. Play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen. He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that stage